Tell him to look at the metaverse, yo.
Yeah.
Hold tight. Library.
Bro House is a magical motherfucker. I never. So. Oh no. So this is the pivot. So no. You're cool. You're cool. No. You're cool. You're cool. There's a reason why you're cool. Because you know me, I always have pivots, right? So here are the pivots that are already put in play. I already talked to T. I've already got the fire, lined up in case we need it. So that way I don't have to commit to there. That said, I wanted an outdoor spot. So you know the spot I was actually thinking about too. I was thinking about Photo Club, or I was thinking about Pent Ridge Station. So Photo Club is all the way up northeast over in Harrogate. You know where the Sonic is?
Yeah. I fucking hate Sonic.
So do I. It's terrible food. It's fucking trash. But that said, I want an outdoor spot. So you know the spot I was actually. Yeah, that's right. It tastes like that's outdoor. Or I was thinking about that was northeast. So hold on. So Photo Club, right? Photo Club used to be a cop bar that was a nuisance bar. And so the cops shut down their own cop bar because them niggas used to be shooting and fucking each other up. So the boy that used to own the Barbary grabbed that joint, right? And yeah, so like he flipped the joint. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you about the Barbary in a second. They are coming back, but it won't be till the end of August. So they've been rebuilding. They're gonna be 3 floors now. Same spot. That joint look crazy. I already been on the inside when they were starting to do some shit. But hold on. So Photo Club, right? What he did with that joint, so he created a space in the back where there's multiple decks out back. And with the multiple decks out back, he set up stages. And he also went ahead and set up a food truck that can be rented out. Now, inside, on the first floor inside, now, you can open up all the walls and turn them into windows. And there's pool tables right there by that main thing, but you can now hear everything from outside. There's now a bar along the wall with diner tables against the wall. Then on the other side, downstairs, there's arcade.
Next, now, tell them to look at the metaverse.
Oh, all right. So look at the metaverse real quick. Hold on. So all right. So they're looking right now.
That's you.
Wait, turn the music up.
What do you mean?
On the metaverse plays music too.
No, I mean, are you live in the metaverse right now? On that
screen? Yeah, live in there right now.
So you guys can see yourselves, right?
Get it now.
Yeah.
So you guys can see yourselves.
Yeah, he can see himself. He's logged in as anonymous right there. So do you see where he's at on the screen?
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Oh, shit. Hey, what's up, man? High five you out this way.
She's not close enough to see the screen. So you're not seeing what you're talking about.
What's on your hand?
So the screen plays the video. I think you're talking about his avatar. You talking about a live stream, right?
But you see the screens and all that shit. Yeah, so the joint's different. Like there's a lot of different shit you could do with that shit. So all right, so back to what I was saying for the 7th.
He gotta go inside. Hey yo, tell him to go inside.
I'm a spot we can use.
Well, hey, next.
Well, do you have another spot that you?
They don't see it.
Really?
They are not seeing what I'm doing.
Nah. Can you hear me, Rob?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You get it.
All right. Yeah, next in his own world. So
hey, next.
I'm not gonna catch what you saying.
You, I can hear you.
So tell him to walk into the parcel. He was off the parcel, so he wasn't. Okay, now he in here. He should be able to see it on the screen.
He probably.
All right, you can see the screen. All right, yeah, he on parcel again.
Next.
All right, so walk back into. You out in the ocean right now. Walk back on the land. Make a left. You see where our flyer was? You gotta. Oh, he out here exploring. Hold on, wait. No, go back to the parcel real quick. He's gonna show you something. Right over there. Just fly right over there.
Property right there.
There's land right by the guest book. You see him walking around?
Yeah.
Go connect with my man right there. He got something.
It's like 2 people here.
Yeah. Oh, hit F again. There you go. Now you on the ground again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's you the priest.
Yeah.
Do y'all see the live video?
Hold on, look at the screen. Look at the screen up.
Oh shit, you over there? You up there? Joe.
Look, it's me. It's me. Hold on. Which that means if it's me, it could be you. Hold on. Hey, let's see when it loads, because I just flipped it around.
Watch that shit.
Oh wait, yeah, we're lagging a little bit, so it's about to flip to y'all in a second. That shit is crazy. That's crazy, Rowhouse. That's crazy. Oh, wait. What? It's gonna keep rocking. Yeah, see, that's what I flipped it around.
I'm gonna need everybody's phone now.
Yo, that's crazy.
Is that the Les with you?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I got you, Delez. Hold on 1 second. Watch this, Delez. Watch this. Hold tight, yo. Watch this, Delez. Artists.
Y'all get the vision, right?
Damn, yo. What happened to my Delez?
Goodbye, Rojas. I believe Rojas about to do something cool. I know he is.
I had Delez up in here earlier. Damn. How come it's not showing up?
You have to the delay.
Remember you used it.
Oh, there it is. All right, I gotta.
Hold on, there you
go. Open. Hold tight. File. Export as ping.
You turn sideways.
Desktop.
Yeah, I did.
It's
about to flip sideways in a second.
Cancel. Upload. Desktop. Liz.
Because the real hip hop is here.
Hey, check him out, yo.
You get where I'm
Look, Delez up in there now.
In the studio?
He in the metaverse.
Oh.
In the studio and
That's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm fucked up.
what'd you say?
That shit is wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is wild. I'm high key impressed, bro. House. That was crazy. Wasn't it? That shit, yo, I was into this shit before. I got right back in it. So, well, no. Listen. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. I would just want y'all to at least help me out with booking the artists up for the 7th, wherever we do it at. Listen, take your time to get that room right. We'll still be able to use that for September. Because here's the thing, September, I want multiple places. I don't want just one spot. You get me? But I needed a headquarters. So now I got a headquarters. We make this headquarters. You feel me? So we use this month to still introduce hold on a second. I gotta break this down for everyone what I was talking about, so that way everybody knows what I was saying. So basically, this is the play that I was chopping with them, right? So you know how when we was talking about how Open Gem pretty much spearheaded last time and brought the bulk of the artists prior to us jumping in and doing it, and we needed somebody to go ahead and organize and make sure that they could curate this and manage the set for us this time again, so that way we can then just focus on the NFT portions and all that. Basically, THE is probably one of the most hip hop niggas I've ever met in my entire life. Like, I've known this motherfucker for, I don't even know, close to 20 years now. And he's connected to a wide range of artists from this city, other cities, all that. And he's been doing his show, the 2-hour show, for a long ass time. So whenever they bring the 2-hour show out to do a stage, it's very simple for them to go ahead and book a nice roster of artists. So we can still keep continuity by maintaining an event, whether we're doing it here or at another venue for August 7th. It doesn't matter. You know, they'll still be able to curate that stage for us so we don't miss a beat, Tyrone. We'll still be cool. But as far as using here goes, in order to make sure that back area is set up exactly the way they want to, we'll end up waiting until September to use this space. And when we use it in September, remember we were talking about having multiple stages? Now I can go ahead and put open gym in one place and then have the 2-hour show over here. You see what I mean? And that still leaves us open to still grab and use another venue or another spot if we so choose. You see what I mean? Now we're able to segment the way that we wanted to. And because the way that they're set up, we can end up tapping into the internet. We can end up tapping into Roku, which now offers us multiple ways to go ahead and promote what we're doing. You know what I mean? Plus tapping into other bases that we didn't have access to before, all because it's already synergistic. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, this
is exciting.
I think it's going to work. So,
yeah, I see the capabilities. I see the possibilities, and I'm impressed. I'm like seriously impressed.
Well, you know what? I kind of look at it like this. You just move around, do what you're supposed to do, shit happens. And I'm not going to say that showing some cocky shit. I'm only saying that because, like, I've known them just from me already being out here doing my regular shit and just, you know, being myself. Same way as I met Stam and all them. And they kept moving and they got to this point because they were just doing what they were doing. You know, and it's dope to see that, you know, folks that I got a lot of love for have a spot like this and that they have love for me and that they fuck with what we doing here. Because once they saw really the power of the metaverse, they're still in there geeking. I had to walk out a minute because I couldn't hear anymore, and I wanted to make sure that y'all understood what was going on. Like, they love what we're doing. So Gunner G's, he's the gentleman with the backwards hat. Gunner G's, he's an OG on this underground radio and DJing and mixing. And he's mixed and worked with just about everybody. A lot of artists that people wouldn't even know about. He has access to and has had access to. THE got his start. THE is an MC, but he really got his start from doing the same thing I was doing, which was setting up stages. The difference was his collective of MCs that he ended up building as his base ended up being so powerful that it created a movement. Tyrone's familiar with them. Tyrone's very familiar with Godhead the General and Magnum O and, you know, the Guerrilla Republic and all those cats.
People that was booking us back in Philly back in like 07, 06.
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing was they never lost momentum. Even when, you know, life happens and shit went down, they still kept the movement going. And everybody that was a part of that original scene, we all still show love to each other. Like, when I told them that, you know, I was still rocking with Mental Stamina, they was like, yo, we remember. You mean your man from DC that came out and rocked it, came back and did the cakes and kisses? They're like, yeah. They was like, oh, that's my man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell guys. So, you know, it's like that's the type of community that this is, and that's what makes this hip hop shit so dope. So once they saw that we was really catering to the elements the correct way, you know, the alliance makes sense. So what we're gonna probably figure out over the long, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that Gunner gets dropped into Discord. I know that THE isn't in there yet, but he may be able to start jumping in. But as long as you're in tune with Gunner, Gunner's going to be mainly the tech engine behind a lot of stuff. So he'll be the person that, you know, Rojas, that you'll probably want to coordinate with the most to make sure that when we do our first event here, we can flawlessly stream online and really offer the full experience like we really wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, and here's the best part. The best part is if the first Sunday will be Labor Day weekend, wouldn't it?
I'm not good with holidays. Yeah.
If so, does anybody have a line to A$AP Rock?
I got 1 degree of separation, but I've been trying to get in contact with Ace for a minute. So I don't really have a strong connection, but I know people who work with them at this point who can, you know, connection. It's just about having a serious thing to pull it all together. So if anybody was wanting to make it, that's been me. That's bucket list.
Well, this would be a great opportunity to do it because if it's Labor Day and we have them come out and just select some Labor Days, I mean it would make way too much sense.
A$AP Rock album together by Labor Day, my dude. A$AP Rock too big for that. He maybe
I don't know if it's that big.
Labor Day 2023.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask around. If you don't, because I know I have at least one degree from him too. I never cared much enough for me to ask. It's just wildly ironic, so I figure why not try.
Artists book way more that big. They're booking way further in advance.
Well, we can keep it simple, and we could probably do like the Blues Brothers and maybe Reef.
But I mean, we could also you got to think if it's a Labor Days album, we could.
No, I said if we didn't bother with A$AP, I mean, if we skipped A$AP altogether, let's say we didn't pursue A$AP.
I said you brought up A$AP because he got an album called Labor Days, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
But there's producers on that album.
Now I got you.
It could also, you could take the Labor Days instrumental and have people rap over it. Like half the motherfuckers wouldn't know they rapping over Labor Days. They just throw the beat on, they rapping. You just have a Labor Days freestyle cypher, throw the album on, just throw the beat, it's some brand.
I get it. So that's actually a dope idea. Then, if we run with that pivot, then that can definitely work. That's a table angle.
So with the venue you at right now, that's what we want to throw our verses at.
Hold on, So Gunner, THE, y'all see those cards on the wall? Yeah, so dig it. Those cards, you can play them like Pokemon cards and throw them and shit, and they'll play a song and shit. That's how we're gonna program them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have versus battles using that, John. We want to set up one out of using this place as the place for it. All right, I'm listening. Wait, hold on.
Interact.
So that's exactly. So basically, what happened was they're connected to music that the artists already have online, right? So what happens is cats are going to be able to take those drums and then be able to be like, all right, so let's say I'm playing my mental stamina card. You slam that joint down and then a record come out. You know what I mean? And then after that, whoever you're going up against, we end up throwing a card from somebody they joined. Then, let's say they throw out the mulatto card. The mulatto card play a record. You know what I mean? And they'll go back and forth, something like that. Okay, well, you got interest on that, Ty.
Because the way it is, like, versus it just mainly go down on Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing about versus is that people like it, but most people just spectators. And so this would allow, like, you could have like Derez and then Teeth, or just just any people. You have like them do a draft, and they pick their 5, and the other person pick their 5, and then they go head to head, just like a quick little basketball game. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Then you could have it set up in like a tournament fashion, so that you got like different.
Wait, hold on a second, Ty. So wait, y'all hear what he said? He said basically one of the ways you could do it is you can pick your 5 cards, and then they pick their 5 cards, and then when you pick those 5 cards, and it ends up running those songs, and then boom, it's left up to like the crowd to vote or whatever.
I had an idea.
Man, that's it, yo. That's freaking crazy.
Once I'm looking at this shit, like, get the fuck out of here. And
I just seen that shit.
You know how the Instagram joint is called Versus? It's called Meta Versus. It's it's gonna be in the metaverse, but it's gonna be versus.
Shit like that. Cool shit like that. Look at that, yo. You got double billboard, my nigga. You got double smile. Yo,
That's you see that shit? Yo,
yeah,
we need to talk.
I know.
We're going to talk. And when I and see, I think this way. And when I put you D,
I know. Bro, I
like
get
the fuck out.
no, we all know. Yo, all right. So once we iron out logistics, we're gonna tap. No, everything you're doing is right in tune. Everything you guys, y'all were right and exact, yo. And you know, I'm gonna tell y'all a story too. It's gonna fuck your head up about this building. You know what the funny thing is? The last time I was in this motherfucker, I decided I was never gonna fucking work with Rec Philly. Yeah. Are you, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I know that shit.
Maybe even a fifth.
Bro, listen, man. Listen. Yeah. So that's why when he was telling me which building it was like, it can't be. That building, I thought that they still held on to it because they had the joint downtown. I ain't know that they. So this building, like I said, it used to belong to an organization called Rec Philly. If you look them up, they have a very beautiful space over at the Gallery Mall in downtown Philly. Their space has a very nice performance space. Oh shit. Yo, salute. I seen you got the rich drawing. You already. I know that one. That's why I was fucking my head up. I seen the Angela Davis drawing. I knew that he painted that. I'm sorry, I'm seeing pictures of my homies that passed away that, you know, are hanging in here, and it caught me for a second. And it's kind of poetic, but the reason why it's kind of poetic is because folks that used to be in this space that moved downtown, their shit eventually like stagnated, and in my personal opinion, it was a blessing that it stagnated. And the reason why I say it was a blessing that it stagnated is because they did not do people right. What I mean by they did not do people right is just that they didn't allow business to transpire the correct way amongst artists. They tried to insert themselves too much in the middle of things instead of allowing things to flow organically. I'm a big believer in artistry and business are essentially the same. They have to flow organically. You can't force shit. So if it doesn't make sense, it just doesn't make sense. But their goal was to try to package as many services together as possible, and that never really works. You can offer people options. You can offer people a space to do things. But the minute that you try to box in something that by definition doesn't exist in a box, it ends up creating tension. You know, and I stopped, you know, reaching out or doing any work with them after one homie that did a lot of work for them passed away. But that's not even the homie's picture I've seen on the wall. The homie's picture I've just seen on the wall is an artist from Philly by the name of Rich Quick. If you ever get a chance to look him up, he's actually from Jersey, but Philly claims him. Rich was one of the dopest, you know, live artists I've ever seen. I watched him grow up on stage. You know, he was out here doing tracks with Pete Crack back when he was like 13, 14 years old. You know, and he wasn't on some super street shit. He was just a real dope lyrical ass rapper. Well, unfortunately, you know, he ended up, you know, taking his own life about 4 years ago or so. You know, so he's missed by the whole community. But yeah, it was dope to see his picture in here because he was one of the artists that got shunned by Rec Philly. Rec Philly ended up creating a line to Live Nation thanks to him kind of piggybacking off the work of my peoples, you know, and kind of them putting in some of my folks' name to go ahead and build their own. So, you know, I don't have a whole lot of respect for people who move that way. But that's neither here nor there. That's the end of Philadelphia history lessons for the evening. It's Tyrone, I really wish you were with me right now, bro. Like, something told me to take you with me when I left the house, but I seen you were locked in and that you were running the Discord and you had shit working. So I figured I would just. I didn't even plan on ending up at this spot. I'm still going to try and pull up on my other man, but I'm going to have to catch him towards the end of his shift because by the time I leave here, drop off the Les, and then swing back downtown, it'll probably be closer to like 12:31 when I get down there. which is cool because I'll catch him towards the end of his shift when he should be winding down and, making last call and all that shit. So I should actually have time to actually like rap with him for a little bit. Because since I know that using this place for August is still not a definite, I still want to see if the play for Photo Club makes sense. Because I like Photo Club more than I like the Fire. I like the Fire. I like the friendliness towards artists. I like the location. I love the sound there. I like the stage there. But I wouldn't mind having something outside in August. So I'm still going to try and see if I can make that stop.
Well, for me, the main thing is we got to start for August and September this week. So everybody that's
September
on the show, y'all filling people in, regardless of if we have a venue or not. So we got to start getting all lined up. And then
we'll have the venue by tomorrow. Because either tomorrow we'll be saying that we're doing it at Photo Club, or tomorrow we'll be saying we're doing it at the Fire. I just know that we're not doing it here like I hoped. But we'll be doing it here at least now for a base in September, which is cool because I can wait a month to get something right. Like, this is going to be dope. Wait till y'all see this motherfucker. And we can probably fit, if I'm being conservative, all right, stage area, I'd say 50 people in the stage area. Hallway, if it's jumping, you could fit another 150 to 200. Because you have a lot of hallway space, bro. A lot of hallway space. Yeah, you can fit like 150 people in a hallway easy. Just because the number of hallways.
I really like I like that they have that green screen. It looks like they had the mixing boards there. Is that stuff portable? Is it like, because like if we were to do a photo shoot, would that be in the way, or?
No, it wouldn't be in the way. More than likely they can move it. If they can't, it's probably no big deal. You know what I mean? What I mean by it's no big deal is that they'll probably just keep somebody by it so that way nothing happens. And more than likely, Gunner will be using that as his control area. So even if you're shooting there, he'll probably be able to accentuate it and make sure there's enough space for it.
Man, this is going to be so good. They have cameras, remote control cameras, streaming into Roku.
Yep. So that's the best part. Can
you show because our audience hasn't seen this place, and I just started streaming now. I kind of, could you do a super quick sort of like run through? I wanted to see the just for posterity, you know, like.
That's fine. So where I am right now is at the hallway at the far end of the building. Now, this hallway at the far end of the building is not even the primary hallway. This is an offshoot hallway.
Why are we here? Like, what? Can you tell the people why are we here and what this is?
The reason why I'm in this offshoot hallway at UTM Radio is because this area can be used as a vending space. So as you see, there's plenty of space in this area to set up tables. By my count, you could probably set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables for vending in just this hallway while still leaving a clear path on an entire side so people can shop. On this side, you have another space that you can go ahead and set up for vending. This is the entry door over here. Hold on, let me use the good camera. All right, so this is the entry door where we came in from. It's on the 4th floor. The only downside of the building is it is not wheelchair accessible. It is stairs only. But when you come up those stairs, that was that hallway I was telling you about that you can vend in. This is the activities hallway. Now, for the activities hallway, you come down, and as you see, plenty of space. So plenty of free-flowing room for people to move around in and to be able to enjoy. You see there's already a TV monitor there that's already mounted. That plays the station UTM radio, anything that they choose to play through it. Plus, it plays whatever they play on their Roku station because they are on Roku. Now, over here we have the restroom. The restroom is a single toilet unisex restroom, complete with wash sink in clean and well-kept condition. And yes, there is a lock. You do get privacy.
And that's streaming their their program right there on that TV?
Correct. So right now they are running one of their programs from Loop TV. As you see, when I'm telling you spacious, this is a 3-seater to 4-seater couch right here, just sitting in the hallway in case people felt the need to relax themselves. So this is one of the smoke lounges where people can come in and smoke things of the medicinally grown natures. So if you got them, light them, roll them, and pass them, as long as you pass the COVID test. So over here, we have the bar. And in the bar, it is fully stocked. And we can also probably add from different sponsorships and work different things out. They also have one of those plastic hot dog rollers, so that way we can sell some sort of food to keep people alive. As you see, there's a nice sized table already in here that has seating for 8. There's 4 on this side, 4 on the other side. At the bar itself, there's seating for an additional 3. There's another seat over there, additional 3 seats over there. Mind the camera stands. And now, this TV here, it's 4 different TV screens that can all be programmed to be running different things. So you can end up having a broadcast from what's going on in the main stage at the top right, left, what's going on by the green screen on the top right, what's going on in one of the hallways in the bottom left, and the metaverse on the bottom right.
Wow.
Now,
okay.
Let's leave the bar, which is as snazzy as it comes. So I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure that's a clothing company that's here, which will probably be there that day. We'll go to the studio in a second. That's the actual studio, but we'll walk in there. But when I speak of studios, we also have the recording studio, which in the recording studio, as you see, there's also additional seating space and a second bar. So that way we can make sure that there's still beverages for all. And if we so choose, we can even run recording sessions during the event if we have any artists that we do want to book for a session that day. And we could probably broadcast that live too, because hell, we have remote control cameras here. Remote control mobile camera. And if you really get bored, I really love this Midway machine. I'm glad that it's still here. It has a lot of really good games on it. Defender is my shit.
Yeah, Defender is a good one. Yeah.
So in here is the stage area. Now, the stage area is not 100% yet. Oh, and I just noticed that. I'm going to point that out in a second. So right now, they've just been kind of using it as a drum room, but it will be completed hopefully by the end of August. So that way we're good for September. That's the only reason why they did not want to commit to August, because they're pretty sure they'll be ready, but they didn't want to push it. And what's going to happen here is where you're seeing the back line right now. The back line is going to be moved up because there's going to end up being a stage built underneath it. So that way you actually get elevation. And the cool thing about it is if they have a show during the day, it has a fantastic view of Philadelphia. So that skyline view right there is of Delaware Avenue. And you can see the Betsy Ross Bridge on the other side. So you get a really nice glow of the city at night, and the city during the day gets great views. So this room also gets great light for photography, which is also an important thing to note, because even though you may not notice it, draped in all black right here, we have an infinity wall. So we can still even set up additional shoots while that's going on, if we so chose. A little piece of art I wanted to show right here. This is everybody's favorite Philadelphia mascot. His name is Gritty. The reason why I'm taking the time to stop and show you that is because that's made by a Philadelphia stencil artist by the name of Get Up Art, which reminds me, we're going to really need to get the art community involved for this one, which was also cool that we got K-Twist on stage last time, because I'm going to get with Dents and see how many graph writers I can get out for our events too.
It would be really cool to have a live painting show, like graffiti artists making a mural, or that would be pretty cool.
So I've done shit like that with the Infamous magazine, and I know it's very simple to pull off if you have the space for it. So I'll talk to these guys and see if they have a space here they want us to go ahead and go live on. If they do, then great. If they don't, then we might build a wall here for them to go live on. Or I might end up talking to certain spaces and seeing who might let me get busy. So now this right here is the podcast room, right? Which also is another lounge area. As you see, there's another TV. More chairs, plenty of stools. There's about 9 stools, 2 chairs, 2 armchairs, 2 regular chairs, another couple computers in here. There's cordless mics all over the place too, so that way, yeah, they don't believe in cords here. The cords are the devil. They don't fuck with nothing that's corded, yo.
I like that.
This is the real quick. And then this was the control room that we spoke about. No karaoke. So, and then this was the control room. So more than likely, hold on, let me ask the question. So let's say that we were doing like using this green screen area here during the event. How would that interfere with this station, or is this station portable?
It's all accessible.
Okay, so everything's modular.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So
We adapt.
so you heard your answer, Row House.
Yes.
So all right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is just where you set up today. This isn't necessarily where you have to set up.
Got it. Okay.
We need that whole wall so we can act like we on airplane. Yeah, exactly. Because the green screen is in real time. So if you're watching on the Roku, anything that you're watching in real time is on this green screen.
Hey, Row House, can we stream Roku on here?
We certainly can. It would just does Roku? Can I log into a Roku on a computer and watch? Because then I could just broadcast. I could put it up on the screen there.
So you can do it on a laptop as well, right? Yeah, like if you have a Roku account, right? Then you can watch on your laptop, right? Okay, then yeah, then I don't hear any reason why we couldn't do it, bro.
Yeah, we absolutely could.
So this is what we're just talking about. I already see where Row House is going with it. To go ahead and kind of also, cross promote and conjoin things and make things simpler on the tech side. A lot of the visual stuff that we're doing, we can end up running it right through UTM radio station from Roku and broadcasting. So you see how we're broadcasting this right now in the metaverse on the screen? So imagine if that was the Roku station being blasted through there, but that's still a live feed of the event.
Yeah, let them know I'm using OBS.
The same way
You
They're gonna know
already
what that
said
is.
Yeah.
it's basically like if you
He's breaking up for me. You'll have to let us know what he's saying.
All right. So you can give a stream key. Okay, so yeah, he can give you a stream key, so that way it can work with your OBS.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. That's great.
That's all he needs to hear. That might be even better. So the only reason why I was thinking about, so now here's the reason why I was thinking about using the direct stream from Roku, right? Running the direct stream from Roku, wouldn't that also drive up your viewer count if we end up running it through there? Yeah, so like we can end up running up your viewer count by running it through there, then it also, yeah.
it can be said and did on the Roku.
I get it.
That's what he wanted to join on.
Which means you already have all the people that are already and then now all our people that were already following us from here now get hip to UTM radio. So then we end up promoting it for, all right. Perfect.
And you can sell tickets.
Well, as a matter of fact, hold on. Now, if we're selling tickets, this is how I would even think about that. And stop me if I'm wrong on there, y'all. If we offer selling tickets, could we do the tickets as NFTs?
That's a talk.
I'm asking these guys.
Well,
He's coming. Ty's coming. He's putting on his headset.
No, I'm talking to them. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Right. So basically, here's how it will work. So no, I respect that. No, I was actually asking him. So here, let me explain NFTs to you in a very basic format. So the most simplest way that I can explain an NFT is an NFT. Hold on, look. So the simplest way I can describe an NFT is this: an NFT is it's basically a container, right? And so since it's a container, it's essentially packaging, right? Then whatever you put into that package is what determines the value, right? So let's say that you wanted to go ahead and charge, let's say, $1 for somebody to stream it, right? As opposed to them taking a physical dollar and paying it through PayPal or whatever the fuck. Instead, what they would do is they'd take that dollar and they'd go ahead and they'd take it over to wherever they'd purchased the NFT from us, and they'd put their dollar in that NFT. Once they put that dollar in that NFT, they then give us the NFT or show us the NFT so they get access to the show. Once they get access to the show, now they're keeping that NFT as a souvenir, which could eventually gain value for them in the future if we keep putting value into ourselves. So as long as whatever we do ends up rising in value, the potential value of the NFT goes up. Now that NFT, now here's where it gets interesting. The NFT itself, when you end up creating it, you can end up going ahead and coding into the contract where if the value of the NFT goes up in time and someone resells it, you can get a commission from that sale. So imagine if you had a t-shirt, a tour shirt that was $5 when you initially sold it. And then now here you are doing Pantera numbers. That same tour shirt that you sold back in 1970 for $5 is easily worth a stack, especially if you autographed it. So, You said Miggs? Miggs was just on our stage on Sunday. So so I'm glad that you touched on that. So here's the greatest part. What the problem that you just touched on, right? The problem that you just touched on right there is the thing that this community was able to overcome. And the reason why was because when Ty hit all of us up, instead of us being paid contractors or people that were hired for a check or a book, all of us were people that saw the vision, understood, brought our skill sets, and then learned as much as we could about what we were doing. And then everybody just fell in tune. So because of that, when shit got real, it didn't impact us the same way. Exactly. Like there's a few. Yo, let me tell you, there's a few.
Selling the NFT with the ticket there. Than selling,
So here's the difference, right? If you end up, then here's the other part too. So here's the real difference. So you're talking about the Prince model, right? Where Prince ended up selling his album with his.
Is it?
No.
Exactly. It's just.
It's the same. You know what? I'll put it. Not even. So it really just depends on what the exchange rate at that time. Yep. So it's much. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
It's to your picture. Show a picture and like you sell it. Really get something for you. The digital fucking join.
Exactly.
You can take a picture of this. Take a picture.
Yep. But here's where hold on here. I'm gonna fuck your head up though. This is the fly shit you could do with it though. So imagine you sold him that picture, right? And now you limited it, you numbered it and all that shit to make it special, right? Here's how you go ahead and you make it a little extra special. You put a little message in it to the person who ended up owning, like, "Hey, wallet, blah 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 blah. Thank you for purchasing this NFT. Thank you. You're the
background that you didn't know.
Hold the fuck up. Wait. Hold it. So now after you did that extra little special shit there, right? Now the motherfucker sells that shit, 10 years later or shit to somebody else. Now you get a notification because remember, you get your fucking commission. You can now update it. Now that old message is gone. Now you put in a new message to the new owner.
Less than 1 gigabyte.
You get it. And you just made a commission and reinforced the value. It really is. So here's how we should. So Ty, hold on a second. Wait, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I got somebody who can explain how it can be simplified. So, Ty or Rogue, would you like to? Which one of you guys would like to explain how simple it would be to sell a ticket NFT? Hold on. Right here. Break it down, y'all. So, I'll let this guy right now while they're talking.
Can you hear me clearly?
I hear you. Oh, they're gonna talk to us, or we're gonna talk to they gonna talk to us. I hear you.
All right.
I missed the question.
Well, he's basically asking about selling tickets as and so it's pretty much they already have an NFT called POAPs, which is of attendance. So if you go to poap.xyz, basically when I was at NFT.nyc, pretty much like the new little South by Southwest NFT based. And so I was at guys came to my event and like, and I'm like, sure. He was like, pull out your phone, I'm about to give you a weed NFT. So I pulled out my phone and he had the little case full of pre-rolls. I tapped my phone on the case with the pre-roll on it, and my phone get a little ding and it says, hey, you just got a POAP. And then once I received the POAP, he said, show me your POAP. And he looked at, I was able to show him the thing on my phone when he was like, okay, now you can read that for this. He gave me a little nice little pre-roll.
Yo,
so
that's
I got
crazy.
an NFT for this also. So after I smoked this, I still got the NFT that showed that I was at that event. And, it's probably only gave it to maybe 20 other people. And so it's irrelevant. But like, let's say a year from now, we're at the next South by, he could just send out an NFT at any time because it's like an email list. He got an email list of all of the wallets that he sent that NFT to. So now he could send out another NFT to those same wallets and for whatever. Or he could have an event and say, hey, only the people who got these 20 people can, or whoever can come to this event, or only the people who got, y'all can get another pre-roll if y'all redeem this same NFT. Or now the events things is like imagine if how we got the metaverse where like, because if I say, hey, we got an event and you can get in with your NFT, most of the world is like a global or a time restriction. But you see in the metaverse, all you got to do is click the link. And so once you're in this parcel, it might be something going on in here, but you can make it so that nobody could come in this parcel unless they got that NFT. And so, when I was at NFT NYC, the whole festival was pretty much built around that concept.
Yeah.
Imagine from the South by, huh?
They got a festival, NFT.
Oh, they got tons of, but this was the 5th annual NFT NYC festival. And so it's like a little South by Southwest in New York, but it's NFTs. And so every show you go to, for the most part, you got to have an NFT to get into the show. And so the biggest NFTs they call Bored Ape Yacht Club. So they was on Pier 17. So they was on the pier. They had a yacht, big ass boat on the side of the pier, and then they had a show that you couldn't get into unless you had a Bored Ape NFT. Now there's 10,000 Bored Ape NFTs. The cheapest one is about $100,000. So you couldn't get into this show unless you had $100,000 NFT. And so, or one of your friends had to have it so they can, bring you in with their party. Now at this show, they had Snoop and Eminem both have Bored Apes. And so what they did is they released a Bored Ape music video using the images that Snoop and Eminem both have in their Bored Apes. So it was like a Bored Ape music video collaboration. So only the people who had a Bored Ape and were at NFT NYC were in this venue with Snoop and Eminem and a group of other people who all have an NFT that's worth over $100,000.
I got a quick question. Because mainly they got me off the track of trying to deal with the NFTs. Is like I got in my ear that somebody was like, "You really got to be famous. Like if you don't have a name or something like that."
And so you got to think about it like this, right? I built my first app 22 years ago. That's where I know Nexus from. Back then, getting into I'm on the internet, and then you got all these rappers. They're in the streets. They're like, "Man, you doing that internet shit? I ain't no fuck." At the same time, I'm like, "No, every rapper needs a website." They're like, "Nah," and then they just like, you need to be famous to be on the internet making money.
Right.
But then you look at the people who made money with Soulja Boy, Tequila. People who wasn't famous, they came up off of it. And so that's what's happening right now. So the people who think you gotta be famous to make money off NFTs are the same people who not making money off NFTs. Ask these little 17-year-olds out here making figures off the NFTs.
Right. That's my whole thing. I just don't want to delve into it, man. Throw money after money, add money after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to make something out of it and deal with people that, like he was just talking about, dealing with people that actually know what they're doing and want to make the commitment. Because I'm all about commitment.
True.
You know what I mean? I'm going to get into something.
Even if you never met us, right? The thing about NFTs, you can go into the NFT game and make 1 million NFTs and spend $2. You feel what I'm saying? Like the trial and error thing ain't a thing.
And it's about what you do with them, right?
No, I'm just saying it's one of those things where if you was trying to learn how to paint and somebody was like, "Nah, you can't just learn how to paint. You gotta learn from a master." It's like, nah, you can just go get some paint and just sit there and play with the shit until you figure it out. And that's how I got where I am with all of this shit.
That's pretty much the thing I'm sitting in.
Well, now you got a team. Now you got people who can break. I like I said, I've been doing this tech shit over 20 years. So the art shit too.
That's super dope, man. And I've pretty much been doing this shit, man. The same thing. I built 15 years in my old building. This is my second year in this one.
And so what you gotta understand is the same thing. Like my man Rowhouse who's sitting here building all this metaverse stuff. A year ago when we connected, he's like, "I don't know shit about crypto. We weren't even talking about metaverse." You know what I'm saying? And just I'm like, "Dog, you got all of these skills," because he do video and all. But I'm just like, you got to understand how to translate what you have into this new world. And so like, if you look behind you, you got your whole green screen and all that. Hold on, let me finish.
I'm sorry. I had something to say real quick. They have a nonprofit called the Hip Hop Foundation. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, like, what you have right now is you have an environment that's conducive for this thing. And so in theory, like Rowhouse right here could be quarterback, whereas you can be wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you got that green screen behind you in the space, the stuff that he can do with it. And like basically the vision is using that physical space as a bridge to put things into this virtual space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
Like
but all of to
it's
say
just
is
a
like,
crazy.
hmm,
It's crazy that I ran across you guys because that's all I've been telling these guys. I'm not gonna be satisfied until I take this and put and do exactly what y'all got me looking at. Like I was gonna get there.
nah,
You know what I mean? Because I know that's where it's headed.
we can be there
Everybody
next
don't
week.
know.
This week.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate that, man. Because like I said, I was gonna try to figure this shit out. I was gonna try to crack this egg. You know what I
But here's
mean?
the thing. Here's a
What about
so I know
that?
you guys aren't fully open and fully functional, like up and ready for shows and stuff. But are you guys open for like photo shoot?
Yeah, we definitely doing videography,
Okay.
videography
So here's
stuff.
the thing.
But my whole thing is every room in here is done. That live room that he walks you through with the drums in the middle, I want to have that a whole different look, man. I want to
But
put a
not but
stage
check
back
that.
there.
Not thinking about that right now. So that
Mhm.
just behind you right there, that green screen, right?
Right.
So imagine this. We turn the entire city of Philly into NFT. Okay.
Mm.
We start like with the mayor of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? We start with the motherfucker who owns the 76ers and the Eagles. We
Right.
start with a list, and we whoever we can contact. Basically, all you're doing is saying, "Hey, listen, I'm inviting you down. I want to just get a photo of you. Get a photo in front of this green screen." And basically, it's for like you doing an art project, a historic project. Where we're documenting the all of the impactful people in Philadelphia, like a time capsule, right? You feel what I'm saying? And you just choose whoever you want, like, and you just start from the top of the list. And like, the higher it is, the harder it is to get them in there. Some people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's actually about to
Right.
be a election cycle about to pull up. So all of these politicians wide open. Even
That's
if the
crazy.
mayor
We're just
might
talking
not,
about
city council ready. You see?
we're just talking about
Um,
them bastards there.
yeah, but here's the thing. It's
Because we got a couple over here on our side that like swim in here down here with us. I mean, and try to act like they're down.
but here's the thing. That
Including our mayor.
energy of them acting like they're down, like we can use that. Because here's the thing. The bullshit ones are going to be like, yo, I'm gonna pull up.
Mhm.
And then if they there, the real motherfuckers better be there to represent their side. Because here's the
Well, I was
thing.
just telling
Because
my
here's the thing.
man that.
The last rapper I was managing, I just in 2020 he ran for Congress in New York City. In 2021 he ran for Congress. 2022, no, sorry, down, no, 20, what the fuck year?
That,
Yeah. No, he
that
just, yeah,
motherfucking
20
COVID fucked
2021
everybody
ran
up.
for Congress. This year he just ran for mayor of New York City. And then he about to also run for Congress in New York City again. And so by just doing that, like he basically at a point where like, he got AOC in his phone, Eric
It's
Adams,
like do it
he
all. It's like
verified and
do it
all of
all
that.
in Jersey.
But all
No,
that
it's
to
like do
say
it
is,
all in Jersey from Lords and Underground. He's like in like politics hard. Like
yeah,
it's good to have that type of asset on the inside, but the guys that we know, they cherry picking. They're
what
not
I'm trying
trying
to
to put
say
nobody
is,
in the position.
if you build it, they will come. Because
Right.
once you open that faucet up with politics, because here's what I'm trying to say: hip hop and the politics, right? Every one of them, like once we really stepped in it, because we stepped in and he was rapping, still putting out music. But the thing is, we was hitting a demographic that nobody else was touching. We got
Hmm.
20% of the vote organically running against a 30-year incumbent. You feel what I'm saying? With no
Hmm.
marketing money. You feel what I'm saying? Just all hip hop. And so I know the power of that shit. But the only thing that I'm saying is they gonna motherfuckers like that gonna geek out. But then when you really start trying to tap into like all of the rappers in Philly, is really gonna be the bread and butter because now we want to get the Cassidys, Reefs, the Freeways, get everybody down to all of the local open mic rappers. But if we kept it in a way, like I know that something like that gets tedious to like just do it with no revenue coming in. There's ways to like one, you can have that package where it's just free. Everybody just coming in doing this one cookie cutter thing. And then on top of that, you have like here's our packages and rates if you want to da 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 da. But
I
only
tell
thing what I'm
TH all
thinking,
the time, man. My time is my money now. My time is my money now. It's like if I
yeah,
can if I don't like to waste my time. I don't mind putting my time in. It ain't about the money, pretty much. You know what I
right.
mean? I'm an investor, but if you're gonna take my time up, hey, it better be worth
But
it.
that's the thing. That's why you get to choose who you shoot. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying? Is the vision.
right,
Um, really, where it's beneficial for us in this project is to get all of the rappers and really document the hip hop scene. But the same way Nexus mentioned, you got a nonprofit. So in DC, one of the things DC is a lot of nonprofit money here. So when you do stuff like that for the city, like I was just saying, documenting it, stuff like that, you can position that for grants and other
right.
things.
Yeah,
And that's why I
man.
was saying
Hmm.
targeting talking to the politicians. Because if you just went down all of the politicians real quick and introduced them and being like, yo, this is what we're doing. Who do I talk to get that money? Because we're connected, we're about to do all of this positive stuff with the hip hop scene. Because the thing is, if we really get the hip hop scene together, get the motherfuckers in rap understanding other ways to make money other than negative ways. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the music say go hustle and hustle, but if we can show people, yo, here's some ways to actually hustle. That's actually, you know what I'm saying? We could do it because I'm a computer scientist, so I've been trying to link rap and apps together. But Philly's a scene where if we can really show, yo, this is how we can get young black people interested in technology, and the green
Right.
screen is
That's
important
what I'm
because
doing here.
that
Right.
photo, we can take that photo and if we got 100 photos, Row House can take one template where it's like the city of Philly behind it or the Mars behind it and throw all of those people in from the green screen into the same template. And now we just turned it into this one big art project where it looks like something crazy. But all we need from everybody is just to get a document file of just them in front of the green screen. And then we get the same photo or video of everybody. And then we just repeat it. And you only got to do, if you say, hey, I want to do 100 people for like a project. I mean, for the rappers, I want to get all the rappers in Philly. But this doesn't have to all be at your location. Because, for how we're building this database, best case scenario, we have everybody in front of a green screen because from there we can do everything we want to do with that photo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I mean, I get that. I kind of get it because that's why I painted this whole wall green. I was using the green screens with the poles and the cloth. I got one over there on the damn. Yeah, I had to paint the wall, man. I
Do
was
you
like, I'm
are you
gonna do
gonna have
something
the
with this.
the live performance area? Are you gonna have it green behind there?
No, the live room is the one that over there with the drums is in it. But I do have a
So
green screen setup.
yeah, I was just when I was in
We did an
LA
infinity wall in
now.
there.
I was at this studio and it was a recording studio, but they had like a little building in it, right? And the whole performance area they were building, wall behind it was green. And
Mm.
so the idea was like when they do live, they'll be able to film it. And since
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
green
definitely.
screen behind it, you can make
Yeah,
that
definitely.
live recording look like it's wherever you want it to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm a green screen guy. That's why I painted the wall gray. Like when I'm doing, I used to be up against this wall with my shows, and I would my reggae show. I used to put all the reggae stuff in the back. I called it the International Space Station show. I used to put him in a spaceship. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm green screen guy. You know what I mean? So this is my thing. So if we was to do something in the live room, I could definitely break my green screen out. But we got an infinity wall back there. It's an all black infinity wall. Like
Yeah,
that. That's
I
so
seen
dope.
it, man. I'm a photographer. Was my first discipline. So I seen the green screen as soon
That's
as Africana walked in there. I was like, yo, I'm all over this. And then
so we got all
I
the
seen
options.
everything else. Oh my God, yo! Like I got goosebumps right now talking to y'all brothers, man.
Yo, I said that when I
Like,
saw the website. I
thank
said I
you.
don't do a lot of
Yeah,
smiling and shit.
yeah. That's
But
yo,
hey,
mental
this is
stamina,
dope.
yo. This is the brainchild, yo. Like that motherfucker right there is the smartest dude I ever met in my entire life, right there,
That's what
yo.
I'm talking about, man. I
For
need that in my
sure.
life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
brain.
And look at him. And he's gorgeous. Look at that smile, man. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, shit, sir. And we probably ain't even smilers either. We'll be smiling and shit. I told as
No,
earlier,
we
it's a
smile.
smile, face.
We
Yeah, we be
smile. We
smiling, we be
cry.
working here, we be
Yeah, this
working.
You know what I
family,
mean?
yo. We
Yeah,
go through the motions. We are each other's therapists in here, yo. It's a lot of love in this
Straight up,
room, yo.
man. What he said earlier, man, where everybody working together and everything, everybody just doing their part, playing their part. Like that's what I crave for, man. Like I
Yeah,
had that already. Like I'm from a rap group. You know what I mean? So I know it can be done. You know what I mean?
yeah,
My whole thing is now I'm into this now. So now I gotta find like my because I'm gonna do it, but it's so much beautifuler, man. You got a whole team of motherfuckers when you ain't even got to say nothing. Shit
yeah.
just getting handled. You know
Hey,
what I
yo,
mean? So
and the
I'm gonna
fact that
do
you
my
have
thing.
like and the fact that you have streaming a channel on Roku is so important to us as well. Because you know, we're sitting here strategizing every day. It never occurred to us that, hey, you know, Roku, and then like that you guys already have it set up and it's so like it's elegant, like the way that you, dude, my mind is blown. You got remote control cameras, you have a stage set up, so we
I
can
try to
do.
think a couple steps ahead, man. I try to stay a couple steps up there. You know
Have
what
you
I mean? I try.
have you ever seen there's a music thing where it's just the artist inside of a cube. Are you familiar with
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm talking about?
that was our Infinity Wall idea.
Yeah.
Like we
So
just want the black box
what I
experience.
would love to explore with you guys, right, is some sort of standardized sort of setup like that so that it all looks exactly the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a format, right? Like the cube thing that they have. Like there's some sort
Yo,
of a
that's
cool thing
crazy.
that we got
Yo,
going on like
that was
that.
our idea with the Infinity Wall. It's crazy that you say that. It's
Yeah.
crazy. That was our idea.
Now,
We called
all
it the
right.
black
So
box experience.
you know, I'm with you on the all black. Yo, we can do all black. We can do a green screen infinity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, we
Like,
ended up getting turning it blue. We ended up getting the lighting because it's crazy when you because we got these lights back there too that like change lighting and change colors. When you change it to red and blue or just that black, you a photographer. I know you can appreciate this.
oh
You
no,
go,
no, I didn't even think about that. It's going black is going to reflect like a mirror in
yep,
there.
you it's gonna reflect it and change it into whatever color you reflect against that black, B. It's crazy.
So y'all,
And I'm
y'all,
not a
y'all,
photographer,
y'all,
but it
y'all
gave me a
smart.
man. I was like, man, I'm about to start my rap
yeah,
career back. I look good. Straight up, man. It was crazy. So yeah, we could definitely use all that stuff, son. I'm telling you, you got the
Yeah.
techniques, providing the facilities.
Yeah, you know, and to let you know, like we're right now, we are broadcasting to all of our
That's dope, man.
community. We're on we're on Facebook Live, every you name it. We live right now. They're seeing what you brothers are doing, and I'm sure they're loving
That's
it.
my player guy. It should be done no other way.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you guys sticking it out with us and shit, man. I know I'm rapping my ass off, but I need to
no, no,
pick these
no,
brains.
no. This is great
I can't
content.
wait,
We
man.
needed this
Where
too
y'all at though,
because
man? Where y'all
we've been
located at?
trying. I'm from Baltimore, but I'm in New York right now,
Okay.
and
Las Vegas.
Damn, you in LA? Well, ain't the inner tube beautiful?
he said Vegas. He in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Ty is wherever the weather is nice. Uh,
I'm in Philly right now. I'm in Philly right now.
I'm trying to
Facts.
make it there. I'm trying to get there.
Mulatto is in Oakland. He's probably busy right now. I don't even know where Imperial lives. I have no
So
idea.
how often do y'all live, man? Y'all live all the time, or y'all just come on and like, what are y'all broadcasting like? Like, what's y'all schedule like?
Ty?
The only time we really like schedule to go live is we go live every Monday, and that's like our Metaverse Monday show. But we
Okay.
be in here working every day, and then we stream probably a little bit like every other day. You know, just starting to. the streaming a little more, just to
And
have
the
more
metaverse
content.
is always up, right?
The metaverse is always up.
That's great. That's the beautifulness of that. So you can have the station running in there.
That's the
Like
vision,
whatever
is
I'm
that
playing
we
on
were
the
trying to
station, I can
figure out
have that.
like something like that. So it's like always something going on in
That's the way
there.
I was looking into it, because it's going to be a licensing thing. You know what I mean? I was looking into that because I'm a radio station. You know what I mean? I was trying to figure out how can I get to play my music into that. Is this going to be any licensing? Because Facebook, they're ding. You know how Facebook is about their you can't play this, you can't play that.
So
But I'm a full-fledged radio station, and I'm licensed too.
with this is no, it's the blockchain. So it's no, like filters coming through there like that. You feel what I'm saying?
It was just one company I was looking at, like not Oculus. I gotta look at
Audience, audience.
audience. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was and they like doing the blockchain thing. They did a little. Yeah, I was looking into them. Yeah,
that's a
so
good.
you know
I'm
what I'm
glad you brought
talking
that
about.
up.
That's what I was looking into.
Pull them up right
I need
now.
to get music. I need to be able to play my music in there before everybody else do it. You know what
Yeah,
I
we can
mean?
help you with all of that. That's the
That's
Hmm.
what I'm trying to
same
do.
thing we're
I'm
doing.
trying to get UTM inside there. So when
Yeah.
people come in, they click it, they be like, "Oh shit, that's what they're playing." Just like my website. You know what I mean? Y'all got y'all Joe popping. That like I said, I
See,
was on a prototype site.
when you say
This is not
UTM, what is UTM?
UTM is under the middle,
What that mean?
and I got under the middle from when Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton was running, and it just clicked to me because everything that came out of their mouth was, "And we're gonna make sure the middle class get this, and we're gonna make sure the middle class get that." I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, "Well, damn, when do we move up?
Hmm.
Who middle people you talking about? Because we under the middle.
Got you.
We under the
Well,
middle, B.
now
I don't
check.
care where the hell motherfuckers try to. If you ain't getting them paper, if you ain't part of the 1%, you under the middle.
Well,
So
I
that's
guess
the way
what
I
I
look
was
at it.
when you were saying, I thought you were talking about like a mechanical royalty thing when you were talking
No
about you
shit.
want to get your clicks or something.
Yeah,
Explain what you
yeah,
were saying.
yeah. That's right. That's what I was saying. Because the station is licensed and everything. I've had the station, man, since 2005. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
So,
I'm licensed and everything.
sorry,
I do
I'm just trying to.
DRT. I do digital
Sorry, so
tracking
I'm
and
just trying to
everything.
understand what you. Okay. So when you were asking, okay, you asked about like licensing and stuff, right?
Right.
So when I
Because
responded
when
initially, I thought you were asking about like them restricting things. I think you're asking about receiving royalties off of plays. Can you confirm? Understand what we're talking
well, those are two separate things. I do both.
about? Right.
I do the digital tracking so you can receive your royalties. But my problem is now, whenever I'm doing my shows and stuff over here, if I put it on Facebook or Instagram, whatever, they always ding me and say, "Oh, you're not licensed. We muted half
Right.
your
That's
stuff."
what I thought you were talking about.
I don't
So
want to get
doing
into
it
the
in,
metaverse and run into that
yeah,
same problem.
if you do it in the metaverse, as far as I'm aware, you won't go through that process.
I think one problem that would be is that when we go to stream, right, to our YouTube, if there's licensed music,
Right,
that'll
right.
come
I
through
really
and that'll
But
get
he's
us
not going
flagged.
through YouTube. He's not
If
going
it's
through YouTube.
if it's
Okay.
monetized.
Slow down. He's not going through YouTube. He has his own station where he's distributing music from. His problem is from him distributing the music, he's going through other like these social platforms to connect with the people. And when he distributes his music through these platforms, the platforms say, hey, you're having a copyright violation with
right.
UMG or whoever. And so they
When
flag
that
his
shouldn't even be
channel
there for
and
me.
pull it down. And so what he's saying is if he runs his radio station, he already has the already streaming out. He's saying if he streams it out through through crypto voxels or some type of metaverse, will it flag it? Now, from my understanding of crypto voxels specifically, as long as we can get it to the point that the audio can come out, it'll come out.
Yeah,
So if you can set it up so that it can feed into the parcel, there shouldn't be anything about flags or restrictions coming through.
that's
From
correct.
mine,
Like, 'cause
That's
I
correct.
have video shows on my Roku channel, like hour long, like 17-hour long video shows. And like, if y'all wanted to stream something like that, or if I wanted to stream something like that to Facebook, first thing they're gonna do is start flagging it left and right, left and right. But I can
Yeah,
stream it on my
this
working
it
channel
wouldn't
24 hours
flag.
a day, 7 days a week.
It wouldn't flag on if you did it as parcel, and we could
Yeah,
even
there's no
test
way
that
for
out.
them. Yeah, there's no way. We're fine. Or I can
That's
say
what I'm
that.
asking.
Yeah,
I don't
you'll be
think they're
fine.
that deep yet. I
No,
don't
that
think
no,
they're that far.
they not even thinking about that right now. I bet you. Yeah, I
But
think we
Audios, that
good.
company you just named, though, Oculus, or Audius, they
Audience.
thought about it. They thought about it. Cause they got their own little app too,
Yeah,
and they're streaming artists, independent artists through that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I'm not
Hmm.
trying to do that, but they're making it so when they play the artist music in the metaverse, they get their pay. I want to do that too.
Well, see, what you got to understand, what audience is pretty much packaging the music into an NFT. And so
Mm.
when you access that NFT, it's also able to have like parameters on it to limit who accesses it, how they access it. When it does get accessed, they can also now directly through that piece of code bundle track and trigger where that money goes. And so
Mm.
the NFT itself eliminates the middleman that like a ASCAP would be doing and a couple of other people
Oh,
all together.
oh,
So
I see.
Audius
I
is
see what
just
you're saying.
implementing the technology that we're all talking. So yes, you in theory would be. Now see the way they've done it is their own kind of way of,
Yeah, they're
you
offering a
know,
service. Yeah, they're offering a service.
well, I mean, the way they've done their NFT, the way they've packaged it is their own probably proprietary way of doing it. But you
I didn't even look that deep. I
us
didn't even look
doing
into the
it in
NFT
our
part.
own way can be done basically.
I like that. I understand that. But yeah, I
And
definitely don't
so,
want to be playing music and then, you guys get pinged or whatever. Like you said, if y'all streaming my stream, you know what I mean?
yeah, it would do it if like streaming the metaverse onto YouTube. But if we just
Right.
told people, hey, hop in the metaverse, and they just went inside of there, and that's where
Mm-hmm.
they'd be
Drag
fine.
them out of YouTube. Right.
It's just a more uh, server intensive. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? For people to
Mm-hmm.
go inside of the metaverse and click on a link because all of those things are loading within that parcel.
And y'all are gone. Y'all are gone, Jack.
But it's a fire experience if you got, 20 people who listening to you, and they
Mm-hmm.
all click inside the metaverse. They all got their avatar dancing and people got their different outfits on and you
Yo,
saying
that's
they
crazy.
clicking things to get gifts from you and you know it's a lot that
Yeah.
can go on because here's the thing with your radio show, right? Whereas like right now if you go on Facebook or something like yo, I got an online hip hop radio show. Everybody in their mother like, yeah, so does my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not the level of what you doing, to everybody else it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like the same, right? And that's the same thing
Right.
with like rappers. If I'm like, yo, I got an album, everybody like, so everybody got a kid. Now, when you put that album into Web3, you're one of the few rappers who got a Web3 NFT based album. So the entire market actually has an ear for you now. This whole community's on Ethereum. If you put your NFT out on Ethereum, they all want to hear it because you're enriching their blockchain. So imagine if your radio station, where for anybody else, they just like, who cares? It's another fucking radio station. You got personal connections with hundreds, maybe probably thousands of artists at this point. Now, if the power of those thousands of artists, just imagine if you was like, all right, I'm gonna start my own Rucker Park, which you already did, and you got all these basketball players coming, you got the best ballers in Philly coming through, da 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 da. So now it's just like, all right, how do I take that to the next level? And so really that's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing where we're at because all none of these artists really, I say 99% of them don't know anything about NFTs, don't really know how to navigate the space, and even if we told them, it's too complicated.
Right.
Now, for the most part, if you think about, that's the same thing with record companies when they first started out. Like most everybody want to learn how to engineer and distribution.
Right.
They can't
Press
do the
vinyl.
hardest part. So my vision here is to help on that part, and on the tech part, the da 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 da. Like I don't know shit about really the music part. I don't care about music industry as much. Whereas you may know more about music industry. I know the tech side. Rowhouse No Media.
Right.
We start pulling it all. You know what I'm saying? And now we got an actual good resource that's accommodating and comprehensive for the artist because we're more than a Justice League. So the vision is, instead of how like right now you got all of the music coming to the radio station and you're making money off of it in a web 2.0 fashion, you're getting royalties, da 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 da. The vision is you can take the same concept and apply Web3 practices and technology and open yourself up to the same old models you had, but you also get new revenue models on top of it. And then once you put your platform and all of your community onto Web3, now the whole Web3 community is like trying to like, oh, you got a disc? Because it's so few. Like I show you one right now. It's like this dude, his name Famous Deal. He got a Twitter Spaces account, and he's 24/7 streaming like just NFT hip hop. It's mainly his music, but I think he maybe puts other stuff in. But all I'm saying is he figured out how to turn his Twitter Space into a radio station and always stream. You feel me? So
that's my pleasure.
The communities form around them. They want in this space. Is all I'm saying. They want hip hop and Web3.
Damn. That's
I just posted a want, man. We'll see if they come in.
And basically, what he means a want, when you inside of the metaverse, you can hit a button and it'll take like a screenshot of whatever you're looking at, and then it'll share it with everybody else in the world. So like if you got like 10 people in your little radio show like partying with you, if a couple of them start womping, now other people who just on the site can see what your party looks like, and they just let me hop in there.
That's crazy, man. So it's basically everything we're doing out here, but you're building the template.
Right.
Like you get to put everything in that you want to put in specifically, and without all the far break.
Yeah. And so like right now, like right now it's my parcels there. But what we're going to be doing is like when we get you guys into the metaverse, like we build since you rap, we can have a card for you. But since your studio supports hip hop, we can have a card for the studio. But for everything that we have a card, we're gonna have like a database with like all the social content repositories too. But then we're gonna take all of that content and build a metaverse space and fill it with that. And so basically you have your own space that'll just be about your studio inside of the metaverse. And we're gonna help everybody get that set up. So you
Personal file.
Tease.
So it's sort of like we do now with our drop boxes and all that type of stuff.
Yes, but just a different interface because they'll be able to walk around like in your studio. You see how Nexus was giving us the tour? Like each floor you could have, all right, this the smoke floor, this the store floor, this the gallery floor, like.
And you can only access through here.
Yeah, so people would just be coming into your metaverse because like your studio will be open certain hours, but your virtual studio could always be.
You come in there and play a game. You come in and play a song if you want. Right. Yo, man, I totally get it, man. Like I said, I can't wait to build with you guys some more, man.
What's your name again?
I'm Gunner.
Gunner? Okay.
Yep, Gunner G, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice
And
to
what's your
meet you,
name?
Gunner.
Yes, sir, man. It's a
Yeah,
pleasure, man. Can't wait till
likewise.
we busting up again. And I'm gonna get all y'all information and shit for next roll out because yeah.
Peace. Thank you.
Peace,
Yeah, that's
peace,
what I'm saying.
peace.
That's the
Yeah.
information I'm talking about. I already done bookmarked y'all on this computer. So yeah, I need that link. So I can bookmark y'all at home.
And just think about like this, right? How your show, like let's say, because like I said, we do something every week, but for the most part, like we're looking to turn that Monday into something special. So every Monday we need help. You feel what I'm saying?
That's crazy
Whereas
thing Monday, man. Monday is like my busiest day.
I ain't hear you.
Man, from noon to noon on Monday. I mean, from noon to midnight on Monday.
He said Monday's his busiest night.
Let me get out of this damn room. I'm gonna crack him in the
How you
forehead.
hear him? I thought you said he muted.
Yeah, like Monday is like my
Oh, you
busiest
know
day up
what?
here
My
on
other
the
thing.
week.
Hold on. Lunching. Okay, I got
Can you hear me
disconnected.
now?
Okay, I can hear you now. I'm lunching.
I was just saying,
Okay.
yeah, Monday. What do y'all do on y'all Mondays?
Oh, but what I was getting in this process, it's not all about Monday, right? Like we just pick Monday because of the alliteration. Music Monday, Metaverse Monday. It's
Right.
just a little Twitter thing. But the vision is 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Mm.
I want to have it so that it's stuff going on every day. So like what I was saying was if you have anything that's going on, we could, align it and start figuring out ways just, have it so you can have a metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need
I
support
did I
service,
did this I did this 5 times. I mean, I think I might have did this 7 times on my Roku channel. Cause that's my goal on my Roku channel. I want to be able to have 24-hour program. It allows you in the Roku. It's like an app that lets you set up your station, and you can like say y'all did a show with me and y'all show was 2 hours. It's basically like just filling up the day. I filled up 24 hours 7 times on my Roku. I don't play it all the time. Like I can play whatever I want. Right now, I just got to spin it on my previews. But if I can get my Roku, like you saying, to spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's all about programming and packing it with whatever you got. I did it 7 times. So if y'all, I mean, I don't know how y'all would do it, but yeah, I got movies in there. Like I got 7 days. I mean, I got a week basically of just movies, us up here, shows that I've been to because I've been recording. I'm like the media guy, man. I'm the engineer.
so it's all like live footage.
It varies, man. It varies.
Okay.
Like one day I did all movies. Like one day I did all documentaries, like hip hop documentary type stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So,
It's like it just
but
varies.
the
And a
vision
couple of days
is
it's
like
all just
in
us
theory,
up here.
so much content that like one person sit down and watch it. So it would be perfect to just have a gallery that's 24/7, and it could just play that same thing on loop for years, and it's still
Word.
relevant information. Something
I
different.
don't know if y'all got Roku TV, but that's basically what they doing.
Well, so check
Anything,
what I'm saying.
Is that accessible to every user? Your channel on Roku?
yeah. If you go to Roku, it's just like if you was downloading TBS. You just type in UTM radio TV, I will pop up, and you download me like an app.
Yeah. No, so check what I'm saying.
I
Remember, I
figured.
was saying like we could probably set up the custom parcel.
Mhm.
Vision with that is like you can have a theater room in there. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
like there's nothing in there, but that when you get there, that's going 24/7, and then you can always explore the other stuff going on.
Mhm.
But then
Mhm.
since that's always going on in there, is always something where you could be like, "Yo, come in here and check this out," because the vision is
Right. That's
like
what I was telling you. Because
making
just because my
a
stuff is
museum.
doing movies and stuff, y'all stuff can be doing something totally different.
But what I'm saying is like you'd have like your own shit. You know what I'm saying too? Like right now we got the one parcel, but like once I get it set up, all that.
I want to go in there,
Some
man,
lush
and
niggas
definitely
in
explore. I
here.
didn't explore it like I want to. I'm gonna go home, man, and check it out. And I'm gonna hit y'all up, man. See what I need to sign up for, what I need to do to, get included. I'm gonna definitely get my Discord account up
If
because
he
I'm
does
actually
get
going.
Discord before he leaves, Ty, can he get an assigned role? So post in that Minds team chat or whatever he chooses
Figure it out.
for links.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk back over here and include these guys back in. They was loud as shit. Oh! Now y'all quiet over this motherfucker. You hear this shit? This nigga said he got an IPA 1820. Yep. Oh, damn. Oh yeah, Mac Bruin. That's an IPA. Yeah, and it tastes Imperial Stout. Bro. Oh, that's my shit. Bro. This will hit you hard as one of those. But you know how Imperial Stout has that malt taste to it? So it doesn't have the malt liquor. It doesn't have that malt liquor taste. It's straight there. All right. So Ty, I'm about to go ahead and motivate and hit these streets. I gotta run the legs back up, and then after that, I'm still trying to slide downtown and see if I'm running to Eddie. So I'll be back around a couple hours. I'll let you know if I'm able to lock in Photo Club or if we're going with the fire. But either way, as we see, my folks are on deck, and we're gonna work it out with who we're gonna book for August 7th. You know what I mean? Regardless of where we're gonna have it at. So we on.
I like the move.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
all right, I'll be back
Appreciate you,
around the way later.
man.
I'm gonna holler at y'all later, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, fantastic
I
connect, yo.
appreciate
That
you
was
Peace,
too.
great.
y'all.
Thank you. Peace, 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 peace,
Peace
peace.
out.
Hey.
We'll get it
Hey, much
together,
love.
baby.
Peace, peace, peace. That was gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop the stream.